The most exciting new partnership for the 2025 PPA season has to be this one right here. Former opponents, now partners, Ben Johns and the young phenom here, Gabe Tardio. So just how well will this team perform in the upcoming season? I'm going to share with you three things we're going to be looking for to determine just how well this team will do. In case you missed it, former #1 team, Colin Johns and Ben Johns, are not playing together for 2025. For this year, the GOAT is partnering with the young phenom, Gabe Tardio. So how well will this team perform? We're looking at three things. Number one, discipline. Ben Johns is the most disciplined player on the tour. He comes into every game with a clear plan, and he will relentlessly execute that plan, forcing the other team into some sort of a mistake, an attack, an outball, or a ball into the net. We're going to see here Hayden Patriquin on the far side there is going to hit a ball out of bounds in a second because it's just grinding him down. This whole technique is grinding him down. So the question now is, how disciplined will Gabe Tardio be? Now, Gabe Tardio is a young player. He's 19 years old. He's shown the ability to be patient, as we have in this rally here. As you're going to see in this rally here, here's Gabe right here. And you're going to see that he's a very patient player when he needs to be. In other words, he can be a very patient player, but he is a young player. So the question is, can Gabe Tardio be as disciplined as Ben Johns, or as disciplined as Ben Johns likely expects his partner to be? Because one of Gabe's strengths is to be a creative player. He's a player who makes a lot of things happen on the court, as you're going to see in the next rally we're going to share with you here, where he's going to come across in front of his partner, J.W. Johnson here. He's going to come across and take the third. That won't happen when he's playing with Ben, I don't believe, and then coming in and attacking. That is not the style of play that Ben usually prefers. So first question is, how disciplined is he going to be? Because if he can be disciplined, what will happen is you'll have less situations like this where you're going to have an attack on the right side player, Colin in this case. A lot of players during the last year or so started attacking Colin a lot down the line. Gabe presents a different sort of situation there. As you're going to see here, Zane Navratil attacks him there, and then you're going to see Zane's face here in a second when they start the replay action. You're going to see his face here where you can see he has this look on his face. I don't know exactly what he's thinking, but it looks like he's thinking to himself, probably not what I wanted to do there. So the question number one, or area number one we're going to look for, is discipline. If Gabe Tardio can be a disciplined player alongside Ben Johns, it's going to be very difficult to beat this team in 2025. Area number two I'm going to be looking at is middle play. How do they handle the middle of the court? If you play doubles pickleball, then you know that this middle area is critical, and how well the two players play together is going to be critical. Gabe is here in the pink shorts, and you can see he keeps on coming across the middle, very assertive in there. He's a young, aggressive player, likes to get big in the middle, has a good backhand off the bounce, and also a fantastic backhand flick. So he likes to play in that area. The thing is, so does Ben Johns. Here Ben's playing with his brother Colin, and you can see how far he's coming over to take these shots when he's playing with his brother. But it's not particular to playing with Colin, because Ben will take the middle of the court with any of his partners. Here he's playing with James Ignatowicz here, and look how far he goes over to take these balls. He's basically taking about 3/4 of the court. So that middle is going to belong to Ben. Here he's playing with Matt Wright up here, and you're going to see him come across in front of Matt a couple of times. Second time, you'll see that Matt goes to hit it, realizes Ben's coming over, and he freezes out. So Gabe is not going to be able to range in the middle like he does here, where he's standing in the middle of the court, and he's going to get a high ball, and he's going to make an attack. He has a nice attack there off the middle. He's very effective with that. But when he's partnered with Ben Johns, that's no longer available to him. Now, my guess is Ben is going to take the middle. But what does that do to Gabe and Gabe's chemistry, Gabe's flow, and his ability to create? Is he going to be satisfied playing a third to a quarter of the court on the right side, or is that going to stymie his play? That's a second area that we're going to look for during 2025. If you and your partner are still working on those middle cover as well as other critical partner play musts, come learn with us at the Better Pickleball Academy. All of your Academy courses are now available on your phone, so you can take them to the courts and never guess again. A third area that I'm looking for in 2025 is youth. Both Ben and Gabe are young, but Gabe is 19 years old. Now, even though he's 19, he generally behaves like a professional. Here he missed a fairly easy dink, but you see him walk back, and he's fine. Not flustered, everything's great. But here's the thing. He's partnering with a player who plays at a different level than most players in terms of how he approaches the game. Ben takes his role as a player very seriously. He goes out there, he does his work. You never see him really flustered or anything. So Gabe's going to have to really make sure that he avoids situations like this, where he basically blasts the ball out of the court because he's frustrated, or like this next rally you're going to see where you can see Gabe gets upset at the end and kind of throws his paddle up or his arms up and things like that. Ben is not going to put up with that from any player, including even a player with the talent of like Gabe Tardio. But I expect that with Ben's mentoring, Gabe will play a really good, controlled game, very disciplined, will be able to keep himself in the games, focused, and not have those types of events. If that happens, then for 2025, I expect these two players to get a lot of trophies. Let us know in the comments below if there's an actual partnership or a dream partnership of yours in terms of the pros, who would you like to see play together that you're particularly excited about, and perhaps we'll do a video breaking down what we would look for in their play. Till next time.